from these national mastermind groups, I think has really accelerated my growth over the last couple of years, which allowed me to go from 40 units 2 years ago to 70 units last year. So by the end of the year, we should be over 100.
I think this is a good point to point out that someone may look at this individual incident and say, oh, you got lucky. Good deal. They connected you before they put it on the market, this and that. But you would probably trace it back and say, I didn't get lucky. I put the work in to get these connections, took the time to build this network, not knowing what it would produce, but knowing it should, and more just a numbers game, I would say, of growing that network and stuff. Just happens, right?
The joke is, it only took me 10 years to be an overnight success,
Yeah.
Kind of how people see. But yeah, I mean, things are definitely rolling quickly now, but just exactly as you said, it took a really long time to get there, lots of trial and error. I remember the first time I was raising money from a guy I worked with, and neither one of us knew what we were doing. Do we call an attorney? Do we call an accountant? Do you just give me the money? How does all of this work? And we just kind of fumbled through it. He trusted me, and I trusted the deal, and it worked out really well. And he's funded 5 of my deals since then. But I mean, the first couple were really, really rocky, and now things seem to be going smoother. But it's only because things were so rough in the beginning.
Yeah, that's going to happen. You got to expect that. Yeah. I think a lot of our listeners are, being that they're physicians, understand that process, that there's not an overnight success. They go through 4 years of undergrad, 4 years of med school, 3+ years of residency, before they start making any decent money. And it's tempting for people to look at doctors and be like, dang, must be nice, how to just start making that. And like, well, it certainly takes a good investment of time on their end and money. Geez. I mean, our average physician has like $250,000 to $300,000 in student loan debt. So
yeah,
everything's an investment, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's tempting, I think, to once you find a little bit of that success, to try to live up to a certain standard or level where, the people I think that really build the generational wealth are probably the people that you're talking to, or the people that are being intentional from the beginning about their investments and diversifying, and, trying to not get too comfortable in a certain lifestyle too soon without planting some seeds early. I know, especially real estate, the houses I bought back in 2008, have gone up in value, some 5 or 6 times what I paid for them. And it wasn't because I was a genius and bought at the right time. It's what everyone says in real estate, is that you don't wait and buy real estate, you buy real estate and wait. Over time, it always works out.
That's true.